to JTOL, Just Thinking Out Loud, where everyday discussion for everyday people are spoken out loud. Now here's your host, Sonia Green.
What's up, everybody? Hello. Happy New Year, salutations, whatever you want to call it. I am so excited to be back on the air for this new year. We're getting better and better, bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger, and louder to allow our voices to be heard out here in the streets from our point of view, from our advantage. So welcome to JTOL Talk, where I am your host, Sonia Green, also known as Hot Sauce. And we got a great show. I wanted to start this show off with talking about hip hop. And let's see what's happening out here in these hip hop streets and these cultures, what's going on, what's changing, what's new in what we see and in what we're doing. So listen, can you do me a favor? Can you share it? Can you get people to like it? Share it. Of course, like the page, and then go over to YouTube and like that page. And let's just get into some good topics. So as you all know, listen, we got some great stuff coming up. I'm telling you, I'm going to talk about surrogacy. And then we out here, we're getting prepared to shoot a movie. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to shoot 2 movies and some great things we got going out here. But needless to say, again, I'm so glad to be back on the air and excited to see you. And I got my great guests, my hip hop crew, all things hip hop culture, knowledge. I love these brothers when they come on because I can just sit back and chill out and they be like, I'm like, this is excellent. So I want to introduce you to Dremel. He is our music producer. He handles all things music for JTOL Production. And then we got DeMarco, what up, dope, from Hot Atlanta, out there in them Hot Atlanta streets. And then we got my other brother, Spark Deniro from Florida, down there.
Yeah.
Y'all right, all right. I'm glad
Yes,
to have these men on here. I'm so excited, man. Last time we was on here, I think we spent like an hour and a half. They was dropping so much knowledge. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know all this stuff. And look, Deniro, you wasn't even there. And so I know with you and DeMarco there, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. So we're going to talk about a few subjects. But first, I just want you all to tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from and what you're doing, what you got coming out, how they can find you. And then we're going to jump into those topics. Don't fight to go first. Don't fight to go first. Go ahead.
I'm Dremel. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. CEO of JTOL Productions. I'm a / artist. You know, I'm songwriter. I got a couple things coming out this summer. Working on an artist called Dose of Terry. DeMarco 275 just dropped. Instant classic. Y'all got to check that album out. It's called Designer and Nostalgia and Designer. And Taiwan Dwayne got a project coming out I'm working on. So that's it for me.
All right.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm DeMarco, DeMarco 275 from Dayton, Ohio, representing the city. Like me, so I call him Mees. Y'all call him Mel, Dre Me. I call him Mees. We just put together a project, Nostalgia and Designer, going crazy right now. I feel like some of my best work ever, up to date. It's out in stores on all platforms right now, so check it out when y'all get a chance. And also a Dose of Terry, the artist he's speaking of, is actually my wife. She is killing it right now on the IG viral side with funny content and reels and the music. So check out for her. And I also have a transportation company, Cargo Express USA. We all over the United States. So that's all I'm getting down.
All right. Here's my other brother. Come on through here.
Yeah, it's your boy, Spark Deniro. I'm CEO of Deniro Entertainment. You can catch my TV network that I created. It's on the Roku channels. It's on the Apple TV, iOS, It's on the Fire Sticks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's Deniro and TV Network. My son Donnie Deniro, one of my artists, and he's the vice president of everything I got going on. You know, he got a lot of stuff coming out. You know, you can catch my comedy show, That Crazy Family Show. My mother is the producer of that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of family activities going on with that. You know, and I'm here holding it down with my girl Sonia. You know, representing today for hip hop. Yeah.
It's a funny story how me and Deniro met, and it was all nothing but God. But we've been connected ever since then. I ain't letting that connection go. So
Right.
guys, I'm so excited to have y'all on here. I'm really, really excited. I started to send it out because I'm like, man, we need to know what's happening out here on these streets. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, because I asked my daughter, I was like, you remember Gangsta Boo? She's like, who is that? Who is Gangsta Boo? I said, well, really, I used to listen to Gangsta Boo, but I didn't know that. I didn't know, I just knew she was part of 3-5 Mafia. I didn't know who her name was, right? And so what happened for me is when they did Marriage Boot Camp, she was on Marriage Boot Camp with Emmett. And so, and they kicked them off because of the drug habit. They wouldn't stop using drugs. You know, you're not supposed to bring any drugs into the spot. And so when they found out that they brought drugs, they kicked them off of Marriage Boot Camp because they didn't want to give up the drugs. And then come to find out she died. And it's allegedly that she died from overdosing on drugs. So y'all know who she is? Y'all know who Gangsta Boo is?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I actually got a song with her on my mixtape. I had a mixtape in 2009 called I Am the D. We had a mixtape joint called Tomorrow. So, it's blessings to her family and stuff. But yeah, she was dope and she meant a lot to the culture. Everybody didn't know 3-6 Mafia, they was, some epic for hip hop in general. So she will be missed. But yeah, she was cool people. So
yeah,
we got a little connection with her. Like DeMarco said, she was on his mixtape, and my homeboy Mo Beats, rest in peace. He did a joint on Veterans Day with her and DJ Scano. So she was in Dayton a lot, working with us.
All
So
right.
yeah, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, she was pretty dope. What you got to say, Deniro?
Yeah, last time I seen her perform was against the Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing, like, you know what I'm saying? She had a mark. Yeah, like and she was actually talking about the drug habits that they had. So during when they was acting up. So she's pretty aware of, drugs and overdosing of other people. So I mean, but things that happen now, it's like a lot of people, it's things that's mixing with depression that's going on right now in the world, and a lot of people suffering, so I think we should just listen to everybody when they talk and the things that they say, you know what I'm saying? And the way that, like she said, she saw things that was in the other Bone Thugs that were acting up that she recognized. So, I mean, if you recognize those habits in your loved ones, you know what I'm saying, just stay close to them and try to help them out.
Yeah, that was good. So you kind of mentioned something. We're gonna ride on that. So you said because she saw what was going on in Bone Thugs and Harmony, and it kind of. So you think, because I always hear about. We remember Eminem, and this is taking me right into something I wanted to talk about too. Eminem. You have Snoop Dogg. I'm trying to think of some other cats that, and it takes me right into what I want to talk about, Diddy. So we always hear about this Illuminati, right? We always hear about this Illuminati and Jay-Z and different things like that. And excuse me, I know it's getting kind of weird, but I'm just going to talk about it. And so, even when they was talking about Sean, not Sean, what's his name? Oh God, he's Big Sean from here. So allegedly, I'm not, just in case, because we don't know who listened, because I think Nick Cannon called in my show one day. So I'm just gonna say allegedly, we heard that Big Sean had went to Hawaii, and him and Kanye did some things, right? So I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there, but for the to get where you are, because if you ever heard Eminem talk, and that's why he's like, I had to get out of it. That's why he went to a mental hospital because of what was going on here. And then you even hear, what's the boy name? Lord, he's just on my Justin Bieber. He even talks about it. So what do you all think of that?
I absolutely believe in Illuminati. Right now, you can kind of see Doja Cat is starting to switch over too. They have something called like they call it the humiliation phase. You kind of peep how she's looking at it. She done shaved her head. She shaved her eyebrows off, and she has like a black eye. They call that whatever they call it, panda or something. But yeah, she's walking around with black eyes and looking just strange. And if you go back and look, like all them, like Beyonce and even Janet and they all go through like a weird stage. It seems like when they get to a certain point in their career. And I don't know. I'm a believer in it. A lot of people aren't, but I kind of think it's some gatekeepers in the music game, entertainment period.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they go by the name of Illuminati, but it's definitely some people over controlling this music game.
Yeah. I want to share some things that I'll share that off the air with some people I know here that said about, I have to tell y'all off the air. Because I believe it because I know this family. So I'm like, wow. So it's even involving your twin.
My twin?
Yeah, Ross.
Ross.
So, yeah, so I'll tell you,
Rick Ross.
I'll tell you off the air. So here, what I want to do is I want to play something about Diddy, because back then, you know, we've been hearing a lot of it. It's on IG, and I forgot the name of the people that are playing it, and what they're basically saying. They just exposing a lot about Diddy, saying he's on the down low. He killed Big Papa, and the things he did. They talked about how he took out, what's this guy named? Christopher Williams. What is his name? He's so fun. Al B. Sure, and how Al B. Sure wound up in the hospital. He said everybody that was connected to Biggie with Def Jam is dead except Al B. Sure, because Al B. Sure is writing a tell-all book. And it's not Damon Dash, but what's the other guy? I think it was Damon Dash.
Used to be over Uptown.
No, on Def Jam. So who did Def Jam?
That was Russell Simmons. That was
Russell Simmons, Lear Cohen.
So what was the one Puff was running?
That was
Bad Boy.
Bad Boys, yeah. So everybody's dead except Al B. Sure and Puff. So I just want to play this, guys. Let me drop this right quick. And let's see what we got to say about this. Let me find it. There it is.
Once and for all the honeys.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf. The smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it.
Walking in, and when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, you know, they didn't stop.
Sheesh, we hope you are ready for this tea because it's not looking lovely in Love's camp. Okay, Diddy has been trending on the internet after welcoming another child with a woman who's allegedly married and reportedly trapped him by breaking the condom. And now her husband is leaving her. Well, he's been trending for more than just that because there is a tell-all book on the way, and it details everything about how he mistreated his exes and has been on the DL this entire time. Well, if this tea is shocking to you, you've probably been living under a rock somewhere because there's actually a record of former partners and sugar babies saying that Diddy mistreated them. Like when Virginia V, aka Gina, said,
he was like mentally, emotionally, and physically me.
She actually went on to narrate how at one point Diddy took one of her heels and tried to throw it at her. According to Gina, he mushed her face really hard and made her nose bleed. And she also said that every time they got into fights, that the only person that ever helped her was D-Rock. Everyone else allowed it to happen and looked the other way. And another shocking bombshell that she dropped against Diddy is that he allegedly paid her to get rid of several of their pregnancies.
Well, I told him, and he was like, you're gonna get abortion, right? And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him.
Someone else that went through hell is Cassie Ventura, who was reportedly ready to marry Diddy, but got tired of waiting for Diddy to put a ring on it. And in case you didn't know, they dated for almost 10 years. That was actually a big source of their issues and arguments because Diddy wasn't ready for such a huge commitment. Apparently, he did leave room for her to believe that eventually the ring would come. But it never did. Other than that, there are also reports that Diddy also mistreated Cassie like he did Gina and his other women. Diddy also did the late Kim Porter dirty when he got another woman pregnant and her pregnant around the same time. As if cheating on Kim with a side piece wasn't enough, Diddy also verbally, emotionally, and physically harmed her. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, actually confirmed the allegations when he said Diddy not only broke Kim's nose, which was subsequently disguised as plastic surgery, but she also slit her wrist during a fight. Oh, it goes on, loves. Y'all ever heard of Diddy's side chick, Sarah? Well, apparently she was also mistreated, and at one point, Diddy even poured champagne on her head. In fact, all the other sugar babies apparently faced the same mistreatment, and they were all required to sign NDAs to never speak a word of what really went down. But the truth always has a way of coming out. Word on the street is that Kim Porter's former stylist is on the run because she's writing a tell-all book on Diddy. According to the source, the stylist says she was present at least 3 times when Diddy put his hands on Kim. And she also gave this shocking detail.
Now, another dynamic and interesting thing that the stylist conveyed to me is the fact that this particular stylist says they have information and recording that Diddy actually purchased a 24-karat gold casket a month before Kim Porter passed away.
Yep, y'all heard that right. But the real question you should be asking yourself is, what's with all this mistreatment of women? Have these women always been Diddy's way of covering up the fact that he's on the DL? So, fans have been speculating for years that Diddy is on the DL, and they have not been afraid to voice their thoughts. Like when Diddy applauded Lil Nas X for his performance at the BET Awards in 2021 and called him fearless. One person was just like, Diddy want to kiss Lil Nas X now? Be fearless, Diddy. Come out of the closet and show the world it's okay to be gay. Stop playing like you're not. Other than fans, celebrities have also been on Diddy's case about being on the DL. 50 Cent was questioned about continuously calling Diddy gay, and although he tried to deny it, the receipts were read out loud.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves.
50 Cent also previously suggested that Diddy is on the DL when he posted a photo of Diddy and Rick Ross performing on stage, a photo which was taken at such an angle it made it look like they were making out. He also posted a shot of Diddy sporting a pink shirt while embracing a former record executive, also clad in pink, and wrote in the comments, "I ain't saying nothing but something ain't right, LMAO." Also, remember when Diddy released the song Gotta Move On, seemingly about the need to move on from their on-again, off-again relationship with Cassie Ventura? Well, the husband, Alex Fine, was like, not on my watch. Alex snubbed Diddy when he shared an Instagram post wishing all his LGBTQ plus friends a happy Pride. He included in the post, attached is a charity that helps people who are in the closet and gotta move on, along with other resources. Don't be shy now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was so interesting that because I've always often asked why Diddy's about 50 something, right? He's in his 50s.
Right? Yeah, he older than me.
And I'm like, all you doing is making babies, but you're not married. And every time it's time for you to get close to that altar, what's up, dude? And then when it's talking about Kim Porter, so you know I'm that Illuminati stuff. I'm like, you gonna buy a casket before then? Because I should have played the one when they were really tying him and all these people into the Illuminati with Aaliyah and different things like that. Damon Dash and what's the guy that owns Rockefeller? What's his name? He's on Shark Tank.
Oh, the Damon something.
Damon, yep.
It was Fubu. It was Fubu, young Fubu.
Fubu, yeah, For Us By Us. And they talked about how Jay-Z sold everybody out. They talked about that, man. And so, but anyway, let's just talk about Puff and all these babies he making and no commitments. He like worse than Nick Cannon. Just shoot. Not Nick Cannon about something. I can't, it's too many. I can't afford them. It's too many. He got to work all the time to pay. He got 12 kids.
Yeah,
Me too. First of all, I would not have no new baby at 50-something years old.
Oh, yeah.
I got a grandbaby right now. New grandbaby wearing me out, so I couldn't even imagine having a new kid at 50. But cats with money, they just do what they want to do, basically. You know.
Yeah, Nick
if you
Cannon.
can afford it, I mean, that's on you. But as far as the download stuff, we all been hearing that for years. Anybody can say I'm gay, really. You know, you don't know. You just don't know for real. So I can't really speak on that. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Puffy gay because and she said Biggie, I mean, Tupac would have been talking about that mostly. That would have been his point line right there. He would have been killing them on that. That would have had to be, you know. So that's kind of weak for that part. And everybody else would have been. Look at all these blogs now. They know everything. They know about your stocks. They know about everything. They never caught him coming out nowhere with no man or nothing. Who the man is, then? Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of weird to me. But the woman, with all the women, I definitely know that's true because you gotta. Puffy done that's why his name is Love. Like, he don't make them names for no reason.
Well, you know
He's gonna let him there.
Anytime your son dating somebody, then you go and date somebody. I think something wrong with you. Laura Harvey, right? His son was kicking it with Laura Harvey. Then he gets with her. So you don't have no boundaries. So I don't know what you say. I don't know. Because when I see a guy that have that many women and not married, you got a problem with women. You just bearded.
But sometimes
that's just a player lifestyle for real.
Yeah,
ain't no player lifestyle.
Yeah, that's player. Like he don't want to get married because he could lose a lot of money with these quick marriages. Like he gotta learn he been in the game long enough to kind of learn his lessons. He got a fair share of his divorces. Like I wouldn't get married either at his point. Like who we gonna love really? Like he got new baby from somebody, then he got him a boo, like what he said, his boo. Not even his girlfriend, that's his boo. So all his girls
gotta remember his mom and dad was hustlers, so he grew up around you know what I'm saying?
That's Harlem. So he kicking games. He definitely this is the thing, right? What people don't understand. Like you got different levels of men, you got different levels of alpha, you got different levels of how people set their households. You got different levels of how people set relationships. So in his case, like he said, he's a hustler. He's from a different type of family. So his education on love is different from people that just seeing people with single households or not even a man or a woman in the same home. So in his case, he might know how to put each woman in a different position that they can play. A lot of men can't do that. And if a woman could play a certain position, that's all they need. And you see Carissa, she's a prime example. She know where her place is with him. Then you got the new baby mother. She know her place with him and whoever his girlfriends are. But after they don't know their place, that's when they go, bang. And that's where a lot of men mess up, juggling. So, you know, he's been juggling all his life. Look, him and Nick Cannon, like the people you named. So, they not like regular people where they going to mess up on the first month of having just one girlfriend. Because they ain't give her a position.
Right. And then another thing. Yeah, my bad. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead, Spark.
Oh, yeah, no. I was done.
Yeah, I just was gonna say another thing. One thing I don't realize just in life, when people have bad experience or beef or fall out with people, it comes from an emotional point. It always goes on. So like the Gene Deal dude, I don't watch the million of his interviews. He's always dogging Diddy. I'm talking about, I've never seen him ever say one positive thing about him ever. So when he was his security guard, something happened between them two guys 20 some years ago in the 90s that he never let go of. And so every chance he get, he is copping a squat on Diddy's name. I've seen it so many. I'm like, sheesh, I don't know what happened between them two, but then he may have another person that in them same 90s had a relationship with him that they was cool. They might talk, good about Diddy. So it just depends on where it's coming from too. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got an issue with somebody, they gonna do everything they can to make somebody look like they trash. So I always try to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I saw P Valley.
I saw the internet. That's what I saw. I was like, okay, that's what that's about.
What's his name?
I mean, they killed the internet.
Looking all rough. That guy came out the prison. He rough. I'm just saying.
Hey, that happens. You got gangster thugs that's gay. So
yeah,
you got gay people that play football. You got gay people play basketball.
I ain't mad at them because they're gay. I'm just saying.
I'm saying download probably.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about gay. I'm talking about like just really just not.
Yeah, listen, guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to take this station break, drop a few commercials, and then we'll be right back. Listen, thank y'all for watching JTOL TV Talk, where JTOL Productions, a subsidiary of JTOL Productions. We are so excited to have my brothers on here, Spark Deniro from Florida, DeMarco, it's Dayton DeMarco he's from Dayton, but he lives in hot Atlanta. And then we got Drem on the mic. He's from Dayton. And so we're talking all things hip hops. We're just flowing a little bit. I'm throwing some subjects out there, and then I'm gonna let them flow. But I want them to know a couple things. So listen, share with your friends. Share and like us on JTOL Productions on YouTube fan page, IG. We can go on the Twitters. Of course, Facebook. So come on, be a part of the conversation. We'll be right back after this station break.
Hey, what's up? I'm Coach E, the owner of Fit Habit Fitness and Supplements. Most of our clients come to us because they don't have time to get to the gym. They hate sharing equipment at the gym. They need more accountability. They need someone to prepare a meal plan and monitor their daily food intake. They hate doing cardio all day. They hate drinking shakes all day, and they want real food. They need to lose more than 50 pounds, have small children at home. They want not just a six-pack, but they want their life back. They want to build confidence, look great, but also feel great. They want to lose the weight and keep it off as a lifestyle change. Get off the high blood pressure medication, the list goes on. Our online training is a new and exciting way for me to offer cost-effective fitness and nutrition, life-changing transformation coaching for the entrepreneur who works from home, who needs an effective program without the limitations and expenses of the gym. Our coaching program can be utilized by anyone, anywhere, offering convenience, responsiveness, flexibility, and accountability. Best of all, I can empower my clients with more accountability and support than I ever could in person. So I want to talk to you today. Let's schedule a free consultation and goal assessment so I can see if you will be a great fit for our fitness and nutrition coaching program. Click the link below to get started today. Let's get fit. Peace.
Well, welcome back to JTOL TV Talk, where I am your host, Sonia, also known as Hot Sauce. I have my brother, Dayton DeMarco, he's my cousin. He's my actual blood cousin, Mizzy, but right now he's a brother. And Spark went to go talk to Diddy and tell everybody what's happening out here on the street. So he'll be right back. So listen, I wanted to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. I wanted to holler a little bit about her and what's happening in her life. But let me just go back a little and talk. I want to talk about Takeoff. So we know that Takeoff, what happened down there, I think he was in Texas, right? Was he in Houston or somewhere in Texas? And it became an altercation, and one of his bodyguards or something got into it with someone else, or somebody was beefing with his bodyguard, and he got shot in what they call it. I don't want to say friendly fire, but it was allegedly it was not intended for him to die. So can you tell us something about that? Y'all got some knowledge on that? School us on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, from what we hearing, I mean, it's a crew down there. I can't think of their names right now, but it's Jay Prince. It's Jay Prince's son has a security crew. So anytime an artist or entertainer comes into Houston, it's a thing called checking in. When you an artist and you come in a different city, to just check in and with whoever the who's who is in that city, and they kind of protect you. Because of course, you know, somebody might try to snatch your chain, rob you, or whatever. So they hire them for security. As a matter of fact, a couple guys that signed to their label. They have a music label too. So apparently, they were hired by the Migos. Jay Prince's son and Quavo got into an argument. After the argument, I guess one of Jay Prince's people pulled out a gun, got to shooting, and accidentally hit Takeoff. Apparently, they ended up being a DJ. I think they're saying it's a DJ, but it's speculation about if it was on purpose or an accident or whatever. But it's just a lot of strange stuff be going on. But you know, rest in peace, Takeoff, and condolences to them. I know they was beefing too, the Migos. So I know they, Quavo and what's the other one's name? Cardi's husband. They got to take no,
Offset.
I mean,
Offset. Yeah,
Offset.
Yeah, Offset.
Why is he beefing? Because he really done too much. All he be doing, he's just with Cardi.
Now I think it's some issues with with QC, the label. You know, they were all with QC, the label, quality control. There was some issues with payment and stuff like that. So the Migos kind of fell out with QC, and then they ended up falling out with each other. So I don't know if you know, but right before Takeoff had passed, him and Quavo dropped the album together, just them two. It was called Unc and Neff. So they had just them two without the other one, you know what I'm saying, without Offset. So that was because of the beef or whatever. So hopefully they get it together.
Wow. Because I know, no wonder then that explains why Offset was taking it so hard, because he might probably, I just want to say, you never know what's going to happen. Tomorrow's never promised, and probably he said some things he didn't get a chance to take back.
Right.
He never got a chance to apologize or make up with him. So that I know he's taking that real hard.
Absolutely.
They all family. They like all related.
Yeah, they all three of them are related.
They all like close, like Yeah,
they're uncle, nephew,
and cousin. Yep.
Quavo is both of them's uncle, right? Or is one or they cousins?
They uncle. Quavo is Takeoff's uncle, but Offset is both of their cousins. They're on the same side of the family.
Wow.
They're all family for real.
Yeah, their mamas is. He's one of them's mama's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't know how he cousin with Offset.
Right.
But it's all on the same side, like you said.
Yeah.
And the name of that crew you was talking about earlier is called Crime Mob.
Crime Mob, that's what they call.
And actually, it was another killing in Texas the month before Takeoff.
Oh wow.
With the jeweler with Boosie and the jeweler.
Exactly. And they was
same crew. Same crew.
Every time something go down, they the security. Like it's like, are you really security? Like it's not, it's not working. So I mean, who knows?
Oh wow.
And
Wow,
Drake is actually part of the he's part of them. He shouted them out in his new song. Now this, I'm sure he did the song way before this murder happened, but I know he want to take that back. But he said, I do this for the the brand new song he got with 21 Savage, their new single. He shouts them out.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, because that was probably done a while back before. Wow.
Yeah, they were responsible for his record deal. Actually.
Yeah, I know.
So, the Jay Prince Senior, he actually got him that deal, that distribution deal with Young Money.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's a part of his legacy of getting there. He was a legend too in the music game, so he had that connect.
Yeah, Jay Prince is a legend in the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pop, yeah.
Wow. I think it's so sad because, I think about what they said about Takeoff. He was the peacemaker.
He was
he was never. You never heard about no drama with him at all. The other two was, they was more in the limelight, and so you heard more about their lives. But dude was he played his part. He was in the background. He was quiet. He was never rah or rowdy. That's why I took that. I took his death kind of hard, because he just reminded me like me. Like he stayed to himself. He wasn't really, he just to himself. He never really was out there like that.
Yeah, and to me, he was the best rapper out the three. Like far as actually rapping, he's actually the most skilled out of the three for real. So it's
right.
Let me ask you something. Y'all been hearing about Master P and Little Romeo beefing. What y'all think about that?
They actually made up, right?
Yeah, they did
on New Year's, right?
Oh, they did.
It was a deep family issue, but they took it to the internet because the communication level was off, according to Romeo. So Master P took it to the internet to talk to Romeo because he said since Romeo likes to talk on the internet, so that's why everybody pretty much knew their business. But it was a deep family issue. Master P thought it was about the death of his daughter and a lot of other things. But it happened to be about money issues also that was involved. As far as Romeo said, he said it's deeper than what you think. It's about me never getting paid since having the name Little Romeo and all those albums and things that he did. And he recently just got paid for having the rap snap and things like that. So he was showing that he just got his first check since it ever came out, was his proof of he never getting paid for the things that he did. But his father said, money was never an issue. He never knew about money being an issue because he was actually good. So that's the thing about generations. Like you might think your kids are happy or whatever, but you never know. You might be the one happy and satisfied, So it's always good to know what your kids are thinking. And on the kids' side, it's always good for the kids to express themselves and tell your parents what you're thinking, because you can't blame them later for what you were thinking, but you never expressed. And that's what caused that communication problem. A happy parent and a quiet child, so you gotta express yourself. When your parents are home, don't just be in your room playing the game. Tell them what's on your mind. Don't wait till you're a grown man and say, you never made me go to work or go to college. It's like, huh? I never made you, so you wanted to be mad every day? That's what you wanted? Me to be the bad guy, and then you would have been happy? So that's what happens in these type of relationships. So we're gonna all go through that, but not as like the whole world ain't gonna see it like millions of followers like that, So with their issue, we all seen them grow up from the bottom to the top. We saw when Romeo was born. We saw when Romeo got his name and people started writing songs so he could resemble Little Bow Wow. So, you know what I'm saying? And he even knew that he didn't even want to be those things, So
wow.
yeah.
What's going on with Bow?
Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he was recently on tour. I mean, he's showing a couple of his shows, and like he's doing like what he called bringing back nasty on the stage, lap dances and stuff like that. So that's what he got going on his page, you know. So I mean, Bow Wow's a legend. He just needs a good manager. I mean, you know,
Bow Wow, he gonna stay paid forever because he's the owner of that Scream tour.
Mm.
So every time a Scream tour happens, he gets a piece of that. So
oh wow,
that's
major. Even if he's not on it, because it happened in 2022. I think it was who was it? Soldier Boy. I think B2K without
Mario.
Mario, yeah. So he's still making money behind the scenes.
Okay. What's going on with Soldier Boy? I read something on there.
Oh.
He always. So what's wrong with him?
Soldier Boy gonna always be Soldier Boy. He I ain't gonna lie. He the king of the internet. Like he before 6ix9ine learned from him. All these people learned from him. Like cause I'm an old head. Like I'm 41 now. I've been rapping since I was 7. My mother been rapping. I'm a computer head. You see, I do all this internet stuff. So he used to be on LimeWire and distributing his music through like downloads. Like while you trying to do like pirating, and you know, back in the days he used to try to get like programs and free stuff off there. He'll put his song under the name of something popular, and then you wind up downloading Soldier Boy's songs. So this kid was like ahead of his time, and he was on YouTube doing the dance before the kids were even thinking about how to rap on the internet on what was a YouTube. So he's one of those people, right? But lately he's been like trying to create a curve in the demographics of who's popular. Like let's say Young Boy. So Young Boy is trying to preach stop the violence, right? So what NBA Young Boy does, Soldier Boy does, is switch it around and says, F that. We violent. we killing people. We doing this. We shooting choppers. So you see where that's going there. So this guy's finally trying to tell a youth to like chill out, like stop being violent. And now you got the old head, which is supposed to be talking like stop the violence, saying nah, we talking about violence. So there go a culture pull right there. Until that bridge come together. I mean, you know, Soldier Boy trolling, and he a good actor, so he can always turn his back on his words. He's one of those people. He could say, "Nah, I was just playing," and it's the end. What are you gonna say about Soldier Boy? Like, oh, okay. So he know what he's doing. He causes that, so they probably do a song later on. So remember what I said. He know how to master the internet. He's one of those guys we were talking about that's always gonna stay relevant. You know, so yeah, king of the trolls, Soldier Troll.
So I know I had to talk to you all about Fetty Wap because we haven't heard about him in a minute. But I was sharing with him, sharing with the guys that he's supposed to be going to jail, multi-million-dollar drug trafficking ring. He got sentenced June 18th.
They putting Ricos on all these rappers. I didn't know about Fetty Wap's case.
But you know, his whole crew is the crew that 6ix9ine was signed to. So they all connected.
Fetty
Wap's best friend is the one that got all the time, the head dude. They got all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was you know, they was getting busy, so it probably just trickled down or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let me jump on this because y'all know Megan Thee Stallion and what's the guy named Tony? Shot her in the leg. And so there's been a lot of hoopla. Matter of fact, they've been coming for Meg Thee Stallion. Number one, I didn't know she was 5'10". She a big girl. I was like, she what? 5'10". And so I didn't know she was that tall, but I felt her because a lot of people have been coming for her and attacking her because of what her stand is with, you know, what happened. So I just want to, if y'all just bear with me for a minute, I want to play her version of how she felt during this time. So just bear with me. Let me pull it up right quick. And let me, this wrong one. Hold on 1 second, guys. Slides. Oh, share screen. I'm sorry. Let me find it. Window, tab. Okay. So here we go. Hold on.
An argument in the car?
It was an argument.
Oh, don't stop. No. Let me reduce it. Let's see.
Oh, it's in 4K. That'll slow it down.
Ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to
right.
the way that it did.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, dance, bitch. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times. And I was so scared.
In the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, cause I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
All of that. So, so what do you think?
I've seen a lot of proof in what she was just talking about, right? Her verbiage. Like a lot of shot at. I was scared that something important will get shot. Like I never heard her say my foot got hit, or all I heard was he shot multiple times at me. I was scared something important was gonna get shot. So I'm like, that. What did really hit her is the real question. Was he shooting at the floor, and the pieces of the floor was hitting her or something? Because it's weird that they don't really confirm a bullet being in her foot.
Well, she said, so it's a more part of it. And she said, because it was so much more. So I just wanted to put something on quick. She said she didn't even realize she had got shot in her leg because he just started shooting.
So it wasn't her foot. It was her leg.
Yeah. And she said, she could, I guess, because you know when you're in that type of situations, the adrenaline is pumping, and she said she just noticed something with her foot. It wasn't like she's like, oh, I got shot. Then she realized her foot had started something was, her foot. So it wasn't her leg. Video.
It was her leg and her foot.
No, it was just her foot. It was her foot.
Yeah.
It was her
foot. Her foot, did it have like bullets or was it like concrete?
Fragments. It's supposed to have been bullet fragments in the foot.
So he was like the bullets was hitting the floor and her feet at the same time, something like that, probably, right?
Yeah, because they was outside, so it could have been some cement, something like that.
Yeah, because if he was saying like dance bitch, he probably was like aiming at the floor, not trying to hit her, and it was hitting the floor like bam, banging the floor, because he obviously probably had a 9mm.
Yeah.
But what's weird to me is like, how did she get back in the car and then they get pulled over by the police and then they tell her to get out the car and then she limping because her feet bleeding?
Fear.
What the? But then his fingerprints ain't on the gun. What in the heck? I mean, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. Like the whole story is crazy. Like, and then the girl is the girl that he was actually having sex with. Her friend is in the car also, and they were mad previously because that's why they left a party with Kylie Jenner and them or whatever, and Megan got kicked out from that party. So going backwards in that whole story, it's like a movie.
So wait a minute. So wait a minute. So I know they were at Kylie Jenner's party.
Yeah. So
she also said that she was sleeping with the guy, and her friend was sleeping with the guy.
With Tori, yeah.
So Now, from there, what happened? You think she was jealous or something happened?
Yeah, she was definitely jealous. It's crazy, right? So she was jealous of Tori and Kylie at the party while she was drunk. So Kylie kicked her out the party. That's how it started. So looking at how the way the argument would have happened in a regular scenario, we had dates and all this stuff, crazy stuff could happen. They, after getting kicked out for flirting with this lady at this party, she probably just started bringing up, and you fucked my friend too, excuse my language, and all this stuff started coming up too while they drunk, and he drunk too. Like they said, as soon as they got in the party, that girl got them drunk. You know, she be having them expensive liquors. They done shotting up. They drunk already in the party. That's what the friend said in the courtroom. They were drunk on site as soon as they got in there. So imagine getting kicked out the party while you drunk, and then arguing to the point where somebody hanging out the window shooting at your foot. Then you get back in the car because you ain't got no other way to get home. Then the police pull you over. Now the whole world knows because you was about to keep it quiet. Then y'all get locked up, and Tory Lane called a friend on the phone, and they record him telling her he's sorry. So it's hard. It's gonna be hard for him to say he ain't do nothing because you're sorry about something. So you're gonna have to admit about something, you know. So that's why he's guilty. You ain't admit about nothing, but you were sorry on a phone call. So if you having a case defending yourself about a shooting and you don't admit to something else, you sorry about the shooting. And that's the way things work in that courtroom.
I know his daddy was going off.
Yeah, he went about Illuminati and all this, the other stuff. But he could have went off about his son calling people on the phone in jail, getting recorded on the phone.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's why they said, that's why Mobb Deep said, rest in peace, Prodigy. He said Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society. They trying to keep their eye on me. That's all they do is keep their eye on you. That's the whole purpose of them covering one eye. What they're saying is they keeping an eye on you by you doing all the other shit you ain't supposed to be doing. And they can always get you caught up because money is the root of what you chasing. That's all it's about. Yeah. Everybody know it. Everybody, even in the industry, you know it. And like you said, yeah, there's people that run the industry because the industry is a business, and they say they call it a machine. So whoever runs the machine is the people that run the business, and those are the people you got to go to. And they're pretty much the people that run electricity, run programming, run servers, run all this stuff. So they behind us being on live right now. They the people that gave you the link after the splash. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people that we call Illuminati. They keep an eye on us. They could always bring this screen back when one of us want to run for president or something. This is what the control is about. So when we talk about Illuminati, it's not really like some little group of people that just messing with you. No, they messing with the whole world. It's bigger than you. Imagine billionaires and people that know what things are really worth, like all those symbols they stole. Those are our symbols from our ancient pyramids that they hold. So when you see those symbols and all that stuff that they got that they making everybody scared of, those are the symbols that's in the pyramids in Egypt. And you can look it up. The eyes, the symbols, the Horus, the left and the right eye. Did you know that the eye that they have, the evil Illuminati, which is those people that raided the ark and all of that, they hold the eye that's evil, and then there's a right eye that's good. Is the sun god? Is different gods that we don't have knowledge of because they taught us about Jesus and somebody else from a slave ship name of a boat, the great ship Jesus. So when those people brought our people here on that ship, and they were praying that they wasn't dying on the boat, the ship was Jesus to them, and they brought that culture here, and that's why we entrapped. So that's where all that stuff comes from. So that Illuminati stuff is deeper. It's actually the truth of our history, and that's what it means. It actually means. But those people are holding the truth, and that's why people are frustrated and mad, like Kanye and those guys, because they actually got to see those people in those branches, when you reach that level of money, guess who you're gonna talk to? People that can open up a factory for you. People that run those things. People that run these servers. The Facebook people and all these other people. So you're gonna call them the controllers because those are the people you're trying to do a meeting with. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. And if you don't do what they say, yeah, that's how it goes. But those parties, I think it's just some freaky ass people that actually got money. And yeah, they probably meeting those people or whatever and got connections or phone numbers for richer people that own islands and all this other stuff that we don't have. But they just some freaky ass people in them parties, man. Because that shit is kind of weird that everybody would want to join some shit that they're gonna have to like be a freak or some shit like that. It's kind of weird to me. And then become a regular person after that. It's kind of weird. Or lose your family member, and like, I don't know. But shit like that happens in the hood. People that don't like negotiate deals and play with those people money, yeah, you might get killed. That's the mob. We all see movies that do that shit. So when we see like regular shit happen on the internet and they people that we know, we think like, oh wow, I wonder what happened, and all these different things come to our mind. But in the real world, our regular friends get hit when they don't complete a deal or whatever they got going on, or you owe somebody money and you play with these people. So you don't want to play with people with a lot of money. That's it.
I ain't trying to get a lot of money. I just want enough to take a good vacation.
That's what they say. Yeah, they say never take more money than you could handle it.
Yeah, I don't need all the money. I just want to do enough. So listen, guys, we getting ready to wrap up. So I'm going to, DeMarco, what you want to talk about? Tell me something out here that's in these streets with these rappers and the hip hop culture. Tell me something about dress. Tell me what's going on. What's going to be hot this summer dropping besides your joint?
Well, actually, for me, it's just, I come from an era of a high skill level and creativity of music and hip hop, and I think it's starting to get back there. There's a lot of guys that we kind of sleep on that are a little better than what we thought. It's a lot of new artists, like a lot of people may never even think, but if you go back into Kodak Black's catalog before he kind of wowed out a little bit, he could really rap, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited in 2023 to see some real rap stuff coming out where the skill level is high and people really, bobbing to the real music that we came up on or whatever.
Yeah, I feel you. I would like some good music too. So Mel, what's happening? Tell me what's your thoughts about what's happening for 2023? What's happening? What you think is gonna be popping?
I'm gonna be popping.
Besides you.
Nah, all seriousness, Faceland, Dream On, Bars and Beyond, we really are coming with some flame for this year. I'm shooting my new video Friday. It's featuring DeMarco. I'm not gonna give away what it's gonna be something that's never seen before on a video. I'll put it like that. It's gonna be so hot that you're gonna watch it over and over and over and over and over. Like, wow, how they do that. A Dose of Terry. She's in another category. She's rapping, but it's the music we're doing is so big. It's gonna be worldwide. She's not for the streets. I mean, she got some street joints, but her what she's doing is so broad. She has a range. She's not stuck in one category, and you're gonna be hearing her Fashion Week. You're gonna be hearing her. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be big. I really, really, honestly, I'm not gonna say believe. I know that her album is gonna take over, and I'm gonna manifest a lot of big things happening for her project, DeMarco's project, and my project, and Taiwan Dwayne's project. And yeah, and I got a new clothing line coming out too.
Oh, for sure.
All right, just make sure I get those things so I can, because people love it. They be talking about, oh, you got commercials.
You ain't gonna want to wear my clothing though, because it say Dayton.
Well, you know, listen, I got a clothesline. I'm coming out with mine this summer. So,
what did it say? Detroit?
You
D-Town?
know it's repping the D. Come on through here. So come on. So Deniro, come on, tell us a little bit.
Yes. So, you know, as far as my TV network that's on the Roku and the Amazon Fire, that's Deniro Entertainment TV Network. You can catch that on the app section, right? So I got it coming up on the Android and the Apple phone now. I'm creating a script now to throw that on there for this year. That's coming up next. I also got a Clothesline coming up. Me and my sons got that coming up. You see the alien and stuff like that. That's where that's coming at. I just recently started making sculptures of products from my Clothesline. So that's going to be coming out with charms and things like that. You know, my son, he got projects dropping. That's Donnie Deniro. My artist, Never Forever, he got stuff dropping. My sister, Kiana Boss Lady, she got stuff dropping. My nephew, 25, he got stuff dropping. So this year, I got a lot of work to do, and I got a lot of people to throw into my network. I'm going to make a music section on there. I'm working on another website for that to upload that on there too. So I'm going to juice it up. So this year, I got a lot of work coming, man. And I just hope everybody enjoy it and everybody ready, because they know I like to surprise them with that new stuff, you know. And shout out to Sonia, you know, she working hard out there. Y'all download her app, you know what I'm saying? Show love, y'all. Just download those apps, save it on your home screen. You know what I mean? She got that good stuff coming. You see her bridging everybody together, different levels of people, you know, good people putting them together for y'all to see new, fresh faces. You know, shout out to my two brothers out there. We on the chat right now, you know, good networking. Dre Meezy, DeMarco, you know what I'm saying? We hope to work together in the future. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? It's good to meet good brothers, and we're gonna keep this going till we spreading that money. You know what I'm saying? We throwing money in the air and helping other people.
Let it rain on us. We ain't trying to make it rain on nobody else. Let it rain on us.
Yep. This is how it starts. We the beginning of the future of what things are happening now, how things happen now. You know, we look at the past like, oh, BET and all those other things. Those things are done now. Absolutely. Like you could be the future. This is you now. Like, you know, this is your story now. So I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, plus the way we met, that was like, nobody in the world could meet like that. You know, I'm gonna say it quick how we met. You know, when I was learning how to program my TV network, I started dealing with the same network people that she got going on, but except they created a website for me and it was on default mode. So after they did it, I was like, oh, y'all made a mistake and put my wrong number. That's not my phone number. So I'm like, everything else is good. So I called the number that had on my website where it said to reach me at. I'm like, let me see who everybody might be calling. And it was her. I was like, hello? She was like, hello? Crazy. I was like, my website says to call you, but it's supposed to have my phone number, so I'm just letting you know in case people call you, they're going to change it. She said, what? Is a TV network? I got one too. I'm like, what? You got a TV network? I don't know much people that got TV networks. Like, this is new. So that's like amazing. That was more than God. Like, that was God, like, knowing your past and like, yo, watch you head right here. I was like, what is that? Really?
That's deep.
Like,
that's deep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was funny. So you know what? So and this is what I love about it, because each of you all know, like what I found out doing this TV network stuff, I need a whole entire staff, because I went in thinking I could run a network and blah, blah. Man, it's so much work. Oh my God, it's so much work. And you need a staff for real. Yeah. You need a staff for each show.
You need a lot. I got a computer just running my live TV 24 hours, a computer, a MacBook that's probably burning out. Like, like it got to stay on, like, and just run. I'm like, I'm going to have to loop it or something to do a shortcut. But, you know, stuff like that. And like you're saying, you need you need a lot. Like, you gotta know a lot too. So
Yeah.
luckily I like to do a lot because, like she said, it never. Imagine needing people to do like the weather, and then you need people to record, then you need people to edit, then you need people to be in different places, different shows. That's a crew of just camera people by itself.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, different places in the world. Then in order for her to be able to manage all that, she can't be messing with the website and doing all this and that.
That's a
So
lot.
yeah, you know, and then linking us up, starting the show, hosting, and getting her rest in her mind right. That's a whole thing going on. Like,
So
Yeah.
fellas, just to, so let me just say this. We should be done. We're gonna start shooting in April for the feature film. We should be done with the documentary probably in March. We should be starting. I got a comedy 15-minute web series coming out, so we should be starting that in February. Trying to get that done. I want it to be limited, but every time because it's based off stuff I see, and then every time I'm like, there can't possibly be enough more dialogue, and here comes something else. I'm like, this is gonna be good. So and listen, let's make sure we support each other, because we can't make it apart, but if we come together, man, we can build something great. And once I because everything is coming together. Everything is coming together. It's a slow process, but it's coming. So I'm glad to hear that. Plus, working on that clothing line. I'm not going to touch any music until I get some stability in this television network, because I can be up all night recording and tracking, as they say, tracking. I can be up all night tracking and get lost in the music. And before I know it, like, you got to be to work in an hour. So
that's that studio life.
Huh?
We love that. That's my first passion too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you be in that, you be like, man, I can't, man, I hear something. I got to do something with this. So, but anyway, thank you. Did you all tell them where they can find you?
I'm Dre Meezy, everything. YouTube Dre Meezy, Instagram Dre Meezy, Twitter Dre Meezy, Facebook is Dremel Tucker, DREMEL Tucker.
Okay.
And that's my math. DeMarco.
Man, everything is DeMarco 275. DeMarco, let me see over this way. Bingo. DeMarco 275, spelled just like that. Also, I forgot to say, I do have also on Roku a TV show called Bars and Beyond. It's a mix of pretty much bringing back 106 and Park and Rap City blended together.
Wow.
So you guys check it out. We're about to bring it back. We've done 2 seasons, so we'll be going into our 3rd season. It'll be coming back soon. We have some pretty dope guests on there. So I'm the host. Shout out to my co-host Courtney Levette. So we getting that back in motion also.
That's pretty dope. All right. Did you tell us how we can find you, Deniro?
Yes. So you can catch me at Spark Deniro. You see the spelling DENIERO. That's on every app: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also catch my TV network is Deniro ENT TV network. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be on your Roku, your Amazon Fire, your Apple iOS, and I'm gonna do the program for your Apple phones and your Android phones. That's coming up probably around February, my birthday. You heard? Shout out to the Aquarius. You know what I mean? So I look forward to working with you guys in the future and things like that. A lot of talented brothers, you know how we do. And Sister Sonia, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that's supporting Sonia and her TV network and everything she got going on. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy to donate. You know what I'm saying? She's working hard and she got things going on, man. Like this is where they say keeping the money in your circle, so she can get better things going on for y'all to entertain y'all to watch things. This is what we as people put in for. You know, we work hard to help people like this that's trying to give us content and things like that. So, you know, you buy a bag of potato chips for $5. You buy a bag of potato chips now from Walmart and all that. You can't donate to Sonia and all, you know what I'm saying? And all the brothers out there doing their thing. Yeah. You know?
Absolutely.
But that's
like them
real
on
game.
Facebook. Like them on YouTube.
Yeah, and
Like
it
them is
don't
the
cost
cheapest
the
thing you
support.
can do. Absolutely.
Yep.
Because you'll click them links. You ain't got to watch it. Just click them so because now they count by minutes. How
Or
long they
share
watch?
it to somebody that might like content like that. Like if you know, you might have an aunt that you like. She remind me of Sonya and that. Let me share her Sonya stuff. She might be like, yo, that lady, man, I like that lady. You know, and DeMarco and them. You might be an older lady or whatever. My nephew and them like rap and hip hop and things like that. We share the DeMarco stuff.
Right.
You know, that's support, and then that's also building a connection with your family members, because now they're like, oh, you thinking about me. That's a gift.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go buy things in Amazon to give people a gift all the time.
That's
Come on through here. Come on through here.
Bars.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna put y'all down in the green room. Don't eat up my food. I'll be right back. Thank you so much for coming on. Hey guys, thank y'all for watching JTOL TV Talk, a subsidiary of JTOL Productions. I really appreciate you guys coming through and supporting me. Listen, we got some hot stuff coming up. I'm praying that this prophetess come on through here, and we got a whole lot of things coming on. So listen, thank you all again. Y'all have a happy new year. Come back next week. We got some more great topics. My name is Sonia Green, also known as Hot Sauce. And I want to say to you, have a wonderful, happy new year. And we are out.
Join us here next time on JTOL, Just Thinking Out Loud, where we ask and answer questions no one is willing to ask.